know people several in the comments and stuff are probably going to be like, or not probably in the comments, but I know people are probably going to think, like, what does this girl do, you know? First video, she's just cleaning stalls and stuff. I do barrel racing, or I'm attempting to. So I'm just going to give you a tour real quick of, like, what I use, what tack I use. I'm not going to go over the saddle pad because I am going to get a new one, because right now mine is just a really thin liner, and my saddle doesn't fit her that good. So I have to save up for a new saddle. So first we're going to start off with this thing. This thing has all different sorts of compartments. This is my tack area. I don't have a tack room. I mean, I do. It's really small and all my stuff does not fit in it. So, yeah. So I just have my curry bin, which I have this shedding blade, a bot knife, a jelly scrubber, another jelly scrubber, this magic brush curry, and a regular curry comb. And on the top I just have this rusted bit that I never use, and a tiny little dustpan, and 3 rags that I use to wipe out their nostrils before we go out for a trail ride or ride. And then I also have all my brushes. So I have 2 medium brushes and 1 really hard brush. And then I have my soft brushes. So I have my soft brush and my 2 face brushes and a back massager for my horse because she does have a little bit of pain in her back. And then I have a comb, a wide tooth comb, a brush, like a detangling brush. This from Dollar Store, which I like to get the dirt, the dust. It makes their hair look more full. And then toothpick. This is sweat scrapers. I don't think there's anything in these ones. Nope, until you get down here. And then I have all my running bits. So this is a snaffle with whatever these sides are. But this is for a pony, and I don't, my horse's mouth is not, she's pony size, but her mouth is not pony size. And then I have this twisted snaffle, a D-ring snaffle for hunter, which I used to do like hunter jumping. And then I have this, which is like rusting, but I have a way to get rid of it. It's just an O-ring snaffle, another twisted snaffle, and a regular. You can tell we really like snaffle bits. But I also have other ones that I have too. And then I have this, which is just a brow piece, and this, which has butte paste. And it used to have a bandage in it, but it doesn't have it anymore. And then I have these not hunter, but jumping boots. Don't really use them anymore. And then I also have this, which has a dog bone on it, just a dog bone plain. And then I have a twisted snaffle on this show bridle that I just didn't use. It's a little bit too big for my mare. This one is an English one, but when we're showing or whatever, I switched to a D-ring. But I don't think we're going to be showing in hunter anytime soon. This is the one that we're using right now. I do have a I don't remember what it's called. We're just going to call it a chain because I don't remember what it's called right now. But it goes under their chin. And then this is her bit that she uses, which is not as harsh as it looks. It's a dog bone with just 3 little loops, and it's a leverage bit, so that wasn't working because I had it backwards. That's why it's not working. Okay, so it's a leverage bit. So this piece in the middle moves up and down. So this is good for like if you wanted to do reining, like that's what you would use. And I also have a old crusty bitless that I never use. And then I have this Tom Thumb. Never used this, or never have used it like in actual riding. I've used it for photos, but not for riding. Because I just don't like the way they feel in my hands. I feel much more powerful with that in, but a lot of horses, especially my horse, will not tolerate these. She will just go bonkers. And she doesn't really misbehave enough to use it. And then I have this, which is a brow band, or a nose band for English. My breast collar, My horse is super dainty, so like she doesn't even need the strap attached. We just use clips. And hers is just a simple black one that matches her saddle. And then I have a rope, and then my English breast collar here. And then a lead rope, and then a leather halter, a regular nylon burgundy halter, and my green halter. And then I have my tie down here. I never really use this in riding purposes. See, it's just a tie down loop. This I actually made up. It's not an actual like tie down. Like you buy it and it says tie down on the tag. It says halter bridle is what I bought it as, but I changed it. And then my split reins are back here. Then I have all of my boots that I use. So I use splints in the front and sports in the back. And then I have my girth here, which actually fits my horse, which is kind of crazy. And then there's this show halter, this blue one, and then I have a black one back there, which is girths. And then the tack that I use, so I have this, which has a blingy, flippy backpack on it right now because we went on a show ride the other day, but whatever. So this is my saddle. There's ponies in the background, but this is my saddle. It's super nice, like, it's a nice saddle. I really like it. That used to be my mom's, but no. And then this is my English one, which I actually took one stirrup off because I felt like it. I don't know. I just did. So this is my English one. Not for sale. Never will be for sale because I do like to jump her in this sometimes to stretch her back and let her wiggle out of her, basically so she doesn't have to get adjusted as much. Because that can get really expensive, but that's what that looks like. And then that's a stall guard and a bucket. You'll see that in the beginning of the video where I was mucking out. Now the thing is with mucking out is a lot of people don't know how to do it, so I want to do it as a separate video because it is pretty long and I don't really want to cut it all out. So I don't really know. Here's the little ponies. You're filthy. Yeah, you are. You're gross. I cut my hand yesterday, so I'm getting hair in it from these. He has to have a halter on because he's too skittish. Yeah. Oh, baby. These are just the ponies, the minis is what we call them, but they're Shetlands. But whatever. Don't touch me. Yeah, they're both Shetlands. That's why they look big. You're so pretty. You're so cute. You're cute too. Okay. Now we can continue. Barn's pretty much a mess, but I don't really care. So that's what that area looks like. People will probably ask, what are you doing and whatever. I do barrels. Which is pretty simple. I don't want rude comments about my bits. I choose my bits by my horse, so not every day I change it up. I mean, sometimes when I'm riding in English, I ride in this one because my contact is with her mouth a little bit more. And then with Western, my contact is not on her mouth, it's with my legs. So that really does not matter. Leverage, I don't really care about the leverage piece. I just saw the bit for what it was, and I was like, okay, we're going to try this one for Western because I liked this. Like,